We are going to play our fantastic game that people have been waiting ages for. Every episode we do this. It's called 10 from Tenerife. Celebrity Crush. Go. Cameras.
AC12. You watch Line of Duty?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, how good's that?
Jesus, Mary and Joseph and the wee donkey. What were you doing last Wednesday? No comment. Right. Okay. Question number 1, and you're not allowed to say no comment.
Serendipity. I'm going to have to Google that word.
It's a great word. They call it.
That's what happens if you go to school in Scotland. You don't know any of these words. And everyone kept asking what's changed, and the only thing that changed was my mindset.
Yeah, it's giving something back to the people who have essentially kept everything going. Yeah.
D. Martin, Elvis, and Robbie. I was born with a tooth.
Oh, that's weird. What's your favourite Spanish word?
And I've never sung with a band, so see to do even harmonies and sing with a band, I was like, oh my god, I'm so out of my comfort zone here. And after My Way, at that note, everyone just stood up and started clapping. I turned to Tim and on stage and I went, wow. And I almost burst into Jane.
Odd. But congratulations on that, though. I mean, award-winning is just... And it does then reinforce the fact, actually, I might be all right at this.
So I had a little switch then. And I thought, right, okay, done this. And everyone kept asking what's changed. And the only thing that changed was my mindset.
Yeah.
That was it. Because I believed I deserved, to be on the circuit.
Yeah.
I still didn't think I believed to be an actual singer, though.
Right, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I know it sounds really silly, but...
No, it makes sense. It makes complete sense. Because there is to a degree, especially with people who are introverted by nature, that when you're doing something that is out there in front of people, it's a little bit unnatural in a way, because you don't feel like naturally that's the place. But also, you do tend to get that, I'm not good enough for it kind of thing. And it's a perfectly natural thing for people who are, gifted to have that self-doubt.
But it's a pattern, because when I did the TUI welcome meetings, I thought I couldn't do it. When I did Pirates, sales, couldn't do it. And it's always been my mum and my dad that have said, you do this every single time you take up something new.
You always have that bit of doubt, always.
Snooker, gave up, I was never going to make it as a top level, but I was good enough to be, something.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the love for it. I've never had love like I have just now for what I do, and that's why I even social media. I hate social media, but I love it because it's like a little community. That's where my followers are.
It certainly doesn't,
and I like giving value.
Yeah, and it doesn't show on your social media. Yeah, because it's the Showman. This is what is. It's another medium, especially during the last 14 months when people haven't been allowed to come and see you in person.
Yeah.
It's a great way of saying, listen, I'm still here. I'm still doing my thing.
Yeah.
I'm still enjoying what I do. I'm still loving what I do, and I'm still entertaining. What is it? Every Sunday at 3?
Every Sunday at 3 o'clock.
So if you're not coming over to Tenerife, you decided this year, or you're coming later on in the year, you can still see Frankie every week at 3 o'clock. Yeah. And it's a wicked show, by the way. I have watched it on
that was a really weird thing. And and do you know what? This has helped me so much this the past 14 months, because I remember doing the first 4 or 5 shows on the Facebook, and I watched them back and I thought, is that how I sound?
Yeah, but everybody
without a mic. And I thought, and I started to YouTube videos, how to breathe properly, there was so much I've learned. I never would have brought out a CD as well.
Again, but that's a positive thing. And then one thing we don't talk about from this bloody pandemic crisis, whatever it is anything positive about it. But in a way, that is because it's self-improvement. It's like a way of you making...
You had to adapt. You had to adapt to making money. I had to adapt to live here. Because if I didn't do any of that, I still would have been here. Every Sunday, still my followers are keeping me here. Yeah. That's the thing, and that's why I'm so grateful, and why I like to give value, and why I like to...
It's giving something back to the people who have essentially kept everything going. Yeah. So thanks everybody for keeping Frankie Mack in a job that he absolutely loves. You can tell listening to this podcast that you're absolutely in love with what you do.
I love it.
So your inspiration musically, you talked about as being Dean Martin.
Yeah, Dean Martin, Elvis, and Robbie.
Right, okay. That's an interesting mix, because you've gone from sort of swing to what is essentially the greatest rock and roll star in history.
Do you know something?
And then Robbie.
If you type in YouTube Michael Bublé impressions, he talks about studying people and taking aspects of whatever, and he had said a thing online. He says Dean Martin and Elvis had the same voice. They had exactly the same voice, but they just used it in a different way.
Well, of
he
course,
said they're similar vibrato, they
yeah.
had a similar style. He says he just used it in a different way. And no one's, until you get taught that by, you know, Michael Bublé, who's obviously studied these guys, it's crazy.
And you don't think about it, but when you do think about it, and actually, when if you were to listen to them in comparison, yeah, you probably could
100%
hear but using it in a different way. Yeah, one is Dean Martin, who's usually
very laid back, very
brandy, cigar or cigarette or whatever, just singing it nice and easy, and then you've got the guy who, you know. And
it's weird because I only sang Dean Martin and Elvis songs because it was easy on my voice.
On your voice.
That's the only reason why I sung them.
Yeah.
Because it was easy for me. And then when Bublé had said that, I thought,
that's why.
That's why it seems to fit.
So that range is just in your comfort zone.
Yeah. Yeah, and I love Dino anyway, so it worked.
Again, serendipity, another, you know, just things happening for an absolute reason.
Serendipity, I'm going to have to Google that word.
It's a great word. They call it the sliding doors effect. It's an old movie from the 1990s where a young lady gets off a tube train. I believe it's Gwyneth Paltrow who's in it. She gets off a tube train, and it's about a decision. Do I go left or do I go right? And serendipity is when you choose the right path and something great happens.
Really?
Have a look. Well, that's the whole essence of what serendipity is.
Right.
Just in case. I'm just showing off now that I know big words. I know big words.
That's what happens if you go to school in Scotland. You don't know any of these words.
I'm not saying anything about the education system in Scotland. Right, we are going to play our fantastic game that people have been waiting ages for. Every episode we do this. It's called 10 from Tenerife. Right. It's 10 questions. I haven't told you what they are. No. They're quick fire. In other words, when I ask them, you answer them. Okay. It's nothing sinister. Question number 1. Of 10 from Tenerife. I'm just keeping them on the hook here.
Keeping me on the hook as well.
Yeah, keeping you on the hook as well. Oh, hang on, I just need to... I'm recording this on video. It's like AC12 going on now, so there's cameras...
AC12? You watch Line of Duty?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, how good's that?
Jesus, Mary and Joseph and the wee donkey. What were you doing last Wednesday? No comment. Right, okay, question number 1, and you're not allowed to say no comment, just in case you were thinking about it. Question number 1 of 10 from Tenerife. Tell us a fun fact about you that people don't know.
I was born with a tooth.
Oh, that's weird. He was born with a tooth.
I don't know why that first came to my head.
That's weird, but thanks. Number 2, describe yourself in 3 words.
Empathetic, lively, brown hair.
Okay, that was 4, but never mind. Thanks. Brown hair's 2 words. That was 4. Anyway, don't worry. That's great. What's your favourite Spanish word?
Can I say a phrase?
Yes.
Otra cosa mariposa. It means change the subject. It means fly away butterfly.
I was going to say it's got butterfly.
Otra cosa mariposa.
I love it.
And when I go into restaurants and whatever, they don't call me Frank. They say, otra cosa mariposa. Or una mesa para 4.
A table for 4.
Sí. Muy bien.
That's really good. And I love the Spanish with a Scottish accent. It's brilliant. Sí, pal. Gracias, pal. Anyway, number 4. What is number 1 on your playlist right now?
Deeper Love, and I can't remember who it is. It's a remix of a song, Deeper Love.
Oh, I'm not sure. Off the top of my head. I'm going to have a look. You have a look.
Have a wee look, pal.
Have a wee look. Aye. Number 5. Your friends would say you're most likely to what? Don't think about it. Just say it. Whatever comes to your mind. What would your friends say you're most likely to?
Get drunk.
Okay. It's not the first time we've had that answer either. So, okay. Question number 6. Who would you love to collaborate with?
Robbie Williams.
Okay, good answer. That one was so quick as well. Say something in your favourite accent.
Quis a break.
I'm going to guess that was Scouse. Was that right?
No, it was Italian. Of course it was Scouse. Quis a break.
Alright. It's a good one. I like it. Favourite song lyric?
Oh. It's How to Feel, and it's a Robbie Williams song. I'm not scared of dying. I don't know. I can't remember what it is, but
I don't want to die, but I'm not scared of living either.
Yeah, that's the one. It's
a good line, that. It's a good song. That's the one he wanted. Question number 9. Celebrity crush. Go.
Davina McCall.
Oh, really?
Holly Willoughby.
Whoa. No, you can't have 2. Pick one.
Holly.
Oh, he's changed it. Sorry, Davina. You're out.
Sorry, Davina.
Sorry, Davina. You're out.
He's a wee McCall there.
Yeah. Call me. And question number 10, and probably the best question of them all. What's your favourite thing about Tenerife?
The people here.
Everybody says that. You're amazing, people of Tenerife. Amazing. Yeah, that's what it is. That's why it's 10 from 10. It's quick fire.
That was good.
It's all right, isn't it?
That was good.
Good little game. Frankie's show, The Swing and Rat Pack Showman. You can see it on Facebook every Sunday at 3 and at various places in Tenerife during the summer, I guess.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed for more tourists as well, because that means that you're going to be working a whole lot more.
Yeah.
Also, tell us really quickly, you're also in a tribute show to the Rat Pack with 2 other very talented men. Tell us about that.
So we've made a Rat Pack tribute, Tenerife, but it's with a live band. It's with Kenny Washington and Tim Laws, and the band's called Funktastic.
Excellent.
Tim Laws phoned me one morning. In fact, I'm going to tell you the true story. Tim Laws phoned me one morning, and I ignored the call because I seen him one night. Not that we didn't get on, but we were both very. Yeah. I was like, whatever. Then he phoned me again, and he says, "Look, I want to meet you. Can we meet?" And I thought, do you know what? I'll meet you for a coffee. So we ended up meeting for a coffee. We spoke. And he says, look, I want you to be Dean Martin for this Rat Pack show. And I asked him why. And he says, look, you're always very professional, you love what you do, And I thought, right, okay. So anyway, the coffee turned into a celebrationally drink. That turned into a celebrationally Jaeger or 15. And then, do you know what? All of us, we're all completely different. So different. And the amount of comments we've had saying, you 3 are doing a Rat Pack tribute. Like you, Tim and Kenny. How do you get on? I
was going to say, is it because you all that?
We just gel so well, and we never really speak over it. In fact, we never speak over each other. We just get on well off stage and on stage. So see when we're on stage and we're coming up with ad libs and just kind of taking the mick out of each other. Yeah. That's real, and that's what we do off stage as well. And it just fits. The band are unbelievable as well, and
it's what actually. Do you know what? It's a special thing, I think, to see a show that's not a backing track. And don't get me wrong, backing tracks are there to be used, and they're there and they're useful when you're doing a solo show or whatever. Yeah. But nothing beats a band. Nothing beats a band. Does
we still have like the brass on the backing track?
Of course, yeah.
A couple of things, but even a few of the songs are just pure live, and it's we can speed them up. And I've never sung with a band, so see to do even harmonies and sing with a band, I was like, oh my god, I'm so out of my comfort zone here. And
being that you've only ever done solo shows as well,
exactly.
It can't be easy.
Yeah. So, but with Tim's helped me massively. Kenny's helped me massively. The band are just unbelievable. So the show is brilliant.
The bits that I haven't been to see it yet because it's all sold out. But the bits I've seen on video, particularly, there was one really special video. It was just literally the end note
of My Way.
Of you, the 3 of you together.
That was mad. Yeah.
Gorgeous harmony. Band are in their element. You guys are in your element. Superb. I mean, hairs on the back of the neck.
And it really was. It was so sincere because we got a standing ovation after Birth of the Blues, and that was fine. And I was like, wow. And after My Way, at that note, everyone just stood up and started clapping. I turned to Tim and on stage, and I went, wow. And I almost burst into Jane because I love it. And I spoke to everyone after, and they says, we nearly started crying because we nearly saw you started crying. I was like, oh! But everyone was on their feet, and I was like, this is mad. This is our first show.
Yeah.
And
it's just insane. And it's such a good looking show though, in terms of
loved it.
There isn't anyone else doing the most famous of the Rat Pack, that trio are the Sammy Davis, Frank Sinatra, and Dean Martin.
Exactly.
They're the iconic members of that whole group, and to bring them, it's a great looking show as well. Like I said, and having a band on stage, nothing beats it. It's at the moment at Vivo in Las Americas.
It's at Vivo. Our first show was sold out, so we've had to put on another one.
Oh dear!
But just for the residents, because it is going to become a weekly thing. Yeah. So from the 27th of June, it's going to be every Sunday.
Fantastic.
But that's going to be a 3-course dinner show. It's going to be €49 a ticket, but we're doing one now on the 12th of June that's €20 a ticket for the residents until tourists starts to come back.
Absolutely.
So that's on the 12th, and I think we've sold half the tickets already.
So if you live on the island, that's coming up on the 12th of June. Yeah. If you're coming to visit this summer, it's going to be at Vivo every Sunday, and dinner is included in the ticket price. So listen, go to vivo.com, I think it is, and you can pre-order tickets, I guess.
Exactly, or just message myself.
Or message Frankie, and he'll sort you out. Not comped, not free. Got to make a living, haven't we? Frankie Mack, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the podcast. It's been a thrill. I'm sure later on in the year we'll get you back, ask you how your summer's been.
Thank you.
But an absolute treat to have you on the show. Thank you so much.
I really appreciate you having me, and especially when you did that walk the other day and I seen you, and you know, we're speaking about like Tony Robbins and stuff like that. It was nice to have that little
absolutely. And just on that very quickly before we end as well, is you're starting a vlog on your YouTube.
Yeah, so I'm starting a vlog. Everything's Facebook, YouTube, Instagram is at FrankieMack official, and I'm doing, like I said, grow my YouTube now, so I'm going to be started doing sort of behind the scenes, you know, more about me rather than the showman. Which is actually what you're watching right now. Fitness, motivation, anything. Because you are doing some great things on with your fitness, things that make me feel a bit sick actually. Because Frank, you don't know this. I live up a very tall hill. And behind that very tall hill is an even taller hill with a very tall set of steps, which Frankie decided to regularly walk up and down. That's my warm-up before the gym. I think you're mad, quite mad. Because I've seen that staircase and I'm like, no. But it's mad as well, because I've always felt out of shape. Because when I played snooker, I was like 17 and a half, 18 stone. So I've always had that mindset, like, I'm quite overweight. That's why you are looking good, I must admit. And every time I see you, you seem to be looking like you definitely sorting out. And it puts me to shame and makes me think I need to do some more. But then I see cake, and then it happens. Exactly. Once again, Frankie Mack, thank you so much. Absolute really hero. We'll be displaying all of the socials if you're watching the video, and of course you can go Frankie Mack official and What's on Tenerife official, and all of the other socials that we've got. Frankie Mack, thank you so much. Thanks, buddy. See you soon. Thank you. Cheers, Steve.